Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty mode, we're fine, Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal.
Nino.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. Welcome. What's going on, chat? Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Happy Thursday. Quick shutdown. We're good. We're good. Oh man, hold on, chat. Sheesh. There we go. All right. Let me turn this back on. My bad, chat. Give me 1 second. Just making sure.
It's in the game.
I never play Ultimate Team. I don't know why it takes me there. Alright. Get right to it. Alright. Where we at? Oh, we in the bye week. Let's see what we doing here. We still trying to capture our first 3-star, man. We trying to get our first 3-star. We working hard for him though. Alright. Let's get up out of here. Let's go ahead and send to the next week. I think we're good to send. Yeah, we are. Alright. Good to send. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Nobody. Alright, here we go. Got Northern Illinois. Let me see. Team schedule. Dang, who went 10-1? Nebraska went 10-1? And we got smacked by Nebraska too. Sheesh. Mollywopped, y'all. Check. We got mollywopped. Y'all seen it? Who else we lose to? Toledo. We didn't lose too bad to Toledo. Everybody else, we gave it to them. Yeah. Alright. I wanted to see conference standings. Dang, so I gotta win. But I beat UConn. And I beat them, so I think win or lose, I still make it to the MAC championship. I'm pretty sure, because I beat both teams. Actually, I beat all 3 teams. I beat these 2 teams, so I should still make it. Win or lose, so let's get it. Where they got us at? They still got us. Oh, they got us playing Hawaii. In the, what is this, the Arizona Bowl. It's Kudo. It's Kudo. Alright. What the 3 stars looking like? Dang, man. Baylor. Still right there in the pack, though. All right. Gotta try to get them 3 stars. I get 2 stars all day, man. I need some 3 stars. All right, chat. We need to hit the free practice up real quick. Gots to practice. It's been a little minute since we played with the squad. Let's go. My wiggle game is just impeccable. No matter who playing. This barbecue chicken right here. This barbecue chicken right here. This barbecue chicken right there. This barbecue chicken right there. Damn, got smacked. See if this works. Sheesh, I knew it wasn't. Dude came fast. Can't be doing that against Northern Iowa. Catch, boy. Alright, I think we're ready. I think we're ready, chat. I think we're ready. Let's get it. Last game of the season. Let's finish strong. We gotta do the gold helmets. Always gotta go with the gold Jones. Trying to see. I guess that's what it is. Let's get it, chat. Make sure we got the right playbook. Yeah. Let's get it. Now it ain't doing that weird stuff that it was doing before, so.
Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Akron Zips.
Okay.
Free A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started.
I just realized that. Oh, the fastest dude on our team. Let's go.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Akron's offense will be first on the attack. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Gant. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Oh, dude's off
sides.
sides.
And they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. There he goes. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
That's what I wanted to do. Because the game being weird, so let me make sure. Yeah, so, all right. I'm about to say. Declining that
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
It's good. Let's go.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this point. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender.
Oh, this running back nice. Oh, yeah, I already seen what he about to do. Okay.
Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools. And this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
It's good defense right there.
Illinois will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Let's get it.
The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Zips come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
No, we definitely ain't taking a shot yet. Not
One
yet.
back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
So
They've got it to
slow,
the
bro.
49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Finley. Time to take a shot.
Get off.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Gets the back moving. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That's caught. It's Mason.
It's going to go deep again,
Makes
but
that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Oh, he's got some space.
oh,
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position.
Bro.
It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mason. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Gotta get this first down right here, chat.
And the Zips line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and
We're
short.
going for it either way, so let's go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Dropping back, it's Finley. Fires left.
Let's go. What a...
He makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Let's go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
No, we ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna hike it. We ain't gonna force it. We ain't gonna force it. We ain't gonna force it.
Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Let's go.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensive...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback.
Turning it on.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Zips.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
That's how you put a smack in them, bro, right here, bro.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Different with a different coach.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this.
Coach.
3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
So that was definitely
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Williams. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that.
Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Just get into field goal range here.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Polk. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
To really play the run hard. He did. Let's go.
Makes the grab. It's Hills.
Let's go.
Oh, what a caught! Touchdown, Akron! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Come here. Come here.
My fastest wide receiver on the team, overall 52. It's crazy, and his speed is only at 93. So that just tells you how slow Northern Illinois is.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
I want to try something here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Perfect. Let's see.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something.
He's going to fire deep. Ooh. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They'll give it to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
That was a move. That was a move.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Oh, why is he
complete downfield? He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's a draw. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Finley. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got it in the middle. It's pulled. They'll immediately call timeout. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Gant. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Do that, but man,
now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, no, I made it.
No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron.
Let's go.
And the Zips will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him.
Yeah,
and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in. It's Bryant. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Confuse them.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
See, 15
got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Yeah, like
exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire.
Oh, he's deep.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Ooh.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Finley. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35.
I cannot believe it.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed behind the line, it's Givens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Hills. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Bro, why won't it let me select dude?
They'll run it from the gun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's pulled.
Let's go.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Might be calling a hot route. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Who's our big running back?
Single back formation, and they give it to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Finley. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Runs through a tackle.
That's why I know that way.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Going to the MAC championship, baby. Let's go. First year. Year 1, baby. Let's go. Year 1, baby. Turn me up.
And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that done.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Had himself a game. Running backs have himself a game. Receivers, they did alright. Showed everybody love. 91 speed, chat. That's it. That's the fastest player on my team. That looks wild. Need it. Drex Brown has set the Akron single season sack record. Let's go. Breaking records out here. Do that. And then let's get it. We can get a kicker. Don't worry about the kicker right now. Oh, this is for the set. Okay. That's cool. Alright, chat. Alright, give me 1 second. Be right back.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Nino. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is lethal. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode with Fine Nino. We started with the rebuild, and now the squad is.
We're back. Alright, we got time for one more game. Let's go ahead and send to the next week. Alright, got the 1-star safety. Right there. Let's go. Let's go, Chad. Let's go, Chad. Championship contender? I don't know about championship contender, but we a MAC championship contender. How about that? That should work, right?
offered, chat. That's all we can offer. Alright. It's gonna be tough. What are you gonna do? Only way we're gonna keep going up is if we keep winning, so just gotta keep winning. Gotta keep winning games. Alright, let's go ahead and go to next week. Guess we know who we playing. Oh, 3-star. Wait a minute. Is he picking us? Is he picking us, Chad? Chad, is he picking us? Yeah, we get to get our kid back. We'll see what they do. Let me see. Oh, I can't even look at the. I forgot I can't even look at it and say it's this. Let me see what the bowl predictions are looking like now. Still Hawaii at the Arizona Bowl. Do we have any upgrades? Do I have any upgrades? Finley has 5. Let's see. Yeah, 5. IQ. Hey, this is like tough. Can't add nothing there, so it's either IQ or elusiveness. I think I'm gonna go here. Yeah. More for our benchmark above here. There we go. Let's do that. He's got 5. Let's see. Some of these, we gotta get these upgrades. We got 4, so we got hands, route running, IQ. So we're gonna go route running. This is horrible at right now. Horrible. Upgrade the rest, so we'll just see. Upgrade the rest in the off season if you decide to stay. Look at this, overall 62. Fastest player I got. Like, it's crazy.
so hyped on them train. Our footwork for all of our linemen is definitely going to be a lot better. All right, let's go. Let's go. We got to win this game.
After a compelling season of action, it all comes down to this. 2 survivors to battle for the MAC Championship trophy. Welcome, folks, to Ford Field, the home of the Lions here in Detroit, Michigan. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, Akron Zips, taking on the 25th ranked team, the Toledo Rockets. For BA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway.
It's the gold helmet shot. It's the gold helmet. I'm telling you. I don't think Akron has ever been ranked ever in their history. We made history.
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now.
We got lock in. Got to lock in here.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Toledo Rockets will get the first crack on offense today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champion.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Rockets will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. And the Rockets will send the punt team onto the field. And that sets up the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Akron's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
It's a nice game. You move the football up to the 27.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. That's caught. It's Mason. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
I'm coming for vengeance, bro. They beat us the first down. Smacked us.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here comes a handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Grab down the middle. It's Gant. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. They're going to run it here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. They'll run it here. Powering through. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The tight end has got it. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. The Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
And they bring them down. Blocker is not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
All right, Chad.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here?
Diggs, we gotta give it up. Let's go. Nobody did.
Quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money. for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Let this go on in the second quarter.
Kirk, it's Toledo in the lead right now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
Good.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to throw. It's Finley. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. Incompletion sets up a second down.
Ford gonna dig on 5. I'm at the. Nope, he blitzed.
Big throw caught on the left side.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? The shotgun running play call. Fights through a tackle. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important moment here in this championship game. 3rd down and short in the 9th play of the drive. To throw, it's Finley. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll return it from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown,
Man, he
Toledo.
got torched.
They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Against some blocks. Can he make it? Touchdown, Akron. He'll stroll into the end zone.
Let's go, Chad.
A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
He had no momentum.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
All right, chat. Let's get back to it. We gotta get this done, man. 10-10.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Quick pass, the catch is made.
Let's go.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
It's a battle in the
We'll take
back.
a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Gleason. He's got it with room to run. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. They'll go hurry up here. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Traynor. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Second down, we're going to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
End zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And after the extra point, it's a 17-10 lead. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On the ground, it's Williams. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
There's the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going?
This is wild, Chad. This is so wild. We gotta get some energy back. We gotta get back, man. This is insane.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
To the air, it's Finley. That's caught. It's Williams. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He could go. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play.
We got to get a quarterback, bro.
Wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. A great regular season, and now an entertaining first half in this MAC championship.
All right.
The Rockets will kick this deep to begin the second half.
No panic. Let's go. No panic.
And the kickoff will be returned. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Zips offense comes back out into the field now. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here.
Let's go.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
All right. We got to figure out what we need to do.
The Zips will line up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Finley. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Here's the handoff.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught by the receiver. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Zips will bring their punt team onto the field. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. Now here comes the bunch formation. Gets it out quickly to the left side. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line.
We got to get a stop here.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Over, Chad.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made on the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown.
I'll take it.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but two kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy?
I'll take it.
Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
Point after, knocked right through.
He's probably going to run this. Yeah.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive was starting. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Back to throw. It's Gleason. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it in the open. They scoop up the ball. It's still alive. Play here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Rockets.
Bro.
No chance to catch him there.
Bro.
But you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Two of my players. Two of my players dive on it and literally miss the ball.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
31, Akron, 17.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. The Akron offense back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air. It's Finley. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down short of the line to gain what should be the last play of this third quarter. Kirk, it's Toledo in the lead right now. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Play action here on 1st down. A deep shot to the right. Pass hauled in inside the 15. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a 1st down.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown. Zips. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. He's got room to run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
I don't know.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Grinding away with the running game. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Looking to throw. It's Gleason. Quick throw, testing the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
The back's got it. Tackle made after just a short game.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
There was a short completion at a big tight end. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground.
Bro.
They tackle him behind the
Chat,
line, a loss of 4.
Look at this, chat.
And now time.
Look at this, chat. Look how they try to cheat me, bro. Look at this. Just look at this. No, it's right here. 7. 7's on them.
By the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Rockets will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Oh, and he's got some space here. Touchdown, Akron. 6 points for the special teams. What a moment. Conference championship on the line. The punt returner takes it all the way to the house.
You know, the special team coach told us that he thought they had a chance to either come up with a block punt or hit a big return. In this case, it's the latter. They set it up perfectly, took it all the way back, just like he told us.
They're set now to try the PAT.
What is happening?
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
What is happening?
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Throwing up play action. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's Gleason. On the back makes a difficult grab, but he couldn't stay in bounds there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking to throw yet again. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands and he dropped it.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
It's a quick grab.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Gant. The timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Defense trying to get the stop here and send this to overtime. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Dropping back, it's Finley. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete for a third straight play. The Zips will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. And they'll they'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. The Rockets will line up to put it away.
This one either way. This is wild, bro. Yeah, I'm running this one.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
Our first play of overtime. He'll hand it off.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, Chad. I gotta win this game.
They'll run it from the gun, running with purpose. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game, because that was a big-time game.
Looking to pass. It's Finley. He's running out of time here. Makes the grab on the move. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT. And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT puts him in front by 7.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. And it's a touchdown. We're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So we're still tied now, heading into the first play of double overtime. Dropping back, it's Gleason. He bought some time, now lets it go. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. The Rockets are in the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On 1st down, it's play action. Caught behind the line. It's training. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
Oh, why is he open?
He's got him right near the end zone. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Aim for a touchdown. They claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. On the run, it's Williams. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So a challenging 3rd down play. They need a 1st down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Back to pass. It's Finley. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Back in motion now. Trying for a 4th down completion. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Now, this is a tough one. Can you get it to overtime? You come up short. It's a heartbreaker. They'll have to pick up the pieces after this one.
Yeah, I think we both thought that this game was going to be really close, but I don't know if we would have been able to guess that it was going to be this close. They were so evenly matched, and it just came down to those few plays at the end that really decided it.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We're not a team that can just go in a shootout with you. So there's that. Man, that was tough. At least we made it to the MAC championship. We lost, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Let's go ahead and move along. Definitely 1-star. 3-star probably don't want to come now, man. This dude had a game of his life. That was... He kept us in the game. Okay. Oh, dang, that's what's up. Look at that. We brought the Jet Award back to Akron. We got Hawaii in the Horizon Bowl. I mean, that Arizona Bowl. Horizon Bowl is crazy. Oh, dang. I meant to do that. I need to make sure I got that. Yeah, I got it. All right. All right, chat. First building some over here. Building some over here. All right, chat. We're gonna go ahead and handle this on the next stream. I appreciate everyone tapping in tonight, and if you missed it, you can always rewatch it. But until then, y'all, we are out of here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Until next time, y'all. We out. Peace.